Good morning, everyone. Oh, we're in the sun. It's a beautiful day to be alive, in the words of Whitney Simmons. It's also a beautiful day to do a what I eat today video. I'm not gonna give you the whole spiel of like my fitness journey and where I'm at, but my goal right now is to lose a little bit of fat. I've been doing it for about 6 weeks, which I did see the most progress in the first half, and then the last couple weeks have been a little more like plateau-y. I'll link a couple of videos down below where I explain it more, but part of this is me tracking my macros. So I'm gonna take you through what I eat in a day. I do intermittent fasting. It's morning time right now, it's about 8:30, so I'm gonna make some coffee. First of all, I drink water. You know, I'm all about hydrate before you caffeinate. Replenish your body since you haven't been drinking water for the past like 8 hours. Then I go ahead and make my coffee. Yeah, I aim for an eating window of 12 to 8, but it kind of varies a little bit and it'll shorten sometimes and lengthen sometimes. And then you guys know sometimes I'll have like my apple cider vinegar and lemon water first, but I don't have any lemons, so I'm gonna pass on that and just cut to coffee. Can you smell it? And then I do add a little splash of coconut milk, which, yeah, I'm intermittent fasting. I'm not like the most strict in the entire world. Like a splash of coconut milk and my collagen peptides is not carbs, so it doesn't spike your insulin levels. So left-handed is difficult. Of course, my Vital Proteins collagen peptides. Collagen is a great supplement for your hair, skin, and nails. It improves elasticity. I feel like I'm reading from a script, but you guys, I'm legit like just doing this from memory because I'm obsessed with this stuff. I love it because it's really good for gut health. I add a little less than a scoop of this to my coffee in the morning. I'm gonna drink this and do some work, and I will see you when I eat in a few hours. Also forgot to mention, for those of you who haven't watched me before, I'm gluten-free, dairy-free, and I try to avoid things with a lot of soy, and I'm allergic to all nuts and pea protein. And I think that's all the major ones.
Eventually.
Here we go, what I eat in a day. My first meal, my main course. I still have lettuce left, so I'm going to make a salad, which I said I wanted to do more of, and I have been. I got my Trader Joe's spring mix. Then I have the last of my cooked chicken and black beans. I have this organic superfood pilaf from Trader Joe's. It's like some quinoa and veggies for the salad. So we've got tricolor quinoa with sweet potatoes, kale, and carrots. Puncture pouch several times, place on a microwave safe dish, and heat for 2 minutes on defrost. It's not doing anything. I'm not getting the right spots. There she goes. And then meanwhile, I'll show you what I put in my little dressing. These are good if you're actually taking it somewhere, but I just mix it in here sometimes too. We've got balsamic vinegar. I'm just gonna do a little bit, probably not even a full tablespoon. And some avocado oil, which I don't even do a whole serving of this either. I just kind of eyeball a little bit. And then some apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna throw in some salt and pepper. And then we just kind of mix her up. I just have my chicken and black beans, which I think I showed you before. This is just the balsamic chicken from Trader Joe's. It's already cooked. And then 1/3 of a can of black beans, which it's kind of a lot, so I don't even think I eat all of them. So we'll heat this up after that's done and then throw it all on top of the lettuce. I'm gonna plug it into Lifesum and then see if I want to add a little avocado. That looks so gross, but I swear it's not. Ow. Hot. See, I'm just really bad at making salads, but you know. The dressing. In here is my random ass salad. It honestly changes. This is like, I actually haven't had this one before. I'm trying to make it look good and it's just not gonna happen. You have to trust me on this. It's okay. If you have suggestions for homemade salads, let me know. I'm working on perfecting it, and I'm a long way from it. Good enough is what we strive for. Okay, so here's what my lunch looks like in Lifesum. It's actually a pretty good one. We got a good rating, you guys. Look at that. Nutrient distribution, perfect. We love to see it. The smiley face makes my day. So yeah, that was a lot of fiber, I think, because of the black beans, and maybe from the superfood pilaf too. How much fiber does it? Oh, only 3 grams. But yeah, I tracked the avocado oil too because oils add up easily. Yeah, it's about 550 calories. Look at that. I'm proud.
A few moments later.
Okay, it's been about like an hour, maybe an hour and a half since I had my lunch, and now I want something sweet because that always happens to me. When I stopped at the store the other day, I just saw this and it spoke to me, and so I got the Arctic Zero salted caramel non-dairy. I don't think I've had this flavor before, but I've tried a couple of their other ones and they're really good. I had half of it yesterday, so I'm gonna have the other half. It's 160 calories per pint, so It's only 80 calories. So I thought I'd explain a little bit like the way of eating that works for me in this cut. I do intermittent fasting, so I'll eat 2 main meals a day, and I've kind of noticed just by like tracking it and seeing what works for me over time, 500 to 600 calories usually. Well, maybe sometimes like 450. Between 450 to 600 calories. It kind of like fluctuates. So I'll have a lunch and a dinner. And then I just prefer to snack. Like, I'm a snacker. I've tried to not be, and it's just not who I am. What makes intermittent fasting work so well for me is then I'm able to like snack in between, in my eating window between lunch and dinner, and then I'm still like eating in a deficit because I didn't have breakfast and I was fasting. But if you're not a snacker and you prefer to eat breakfast first thing in the morning and have 3 meals and you still stay in a deficit, that's awesome, but that's just not me. Oftentimes I'll have like a protein bar if I'm on the go, especially like when I was working. And then throughout the day, I just kind of snack on, like, this is coconut crisps. They're like chocolate covered coconut chips. I love coconut chips. I'll have like half of this, which is 160. Then when I'm heading out the door later, I'm gonna have a rice cake. So those are my snacks for in between. For dinner tonight, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make cauliflower gnocchi. I had to make something that was like typical me. And then of course, I'll probably have my protein ice cream for dessert because I'm a predictable ass bitch. For now, a little mini ice cream snack.
2 hours later.
Part of my what I eat today. I am mobile ordering a Starbucks right now to pick up before I get on the train. I'm going to solid core class. I just really want iced coffee, so I'm just gonna get an iced coffee with coconut milk. Thank you. Thank you. That was rough.
Several bad puns later.
Home from solid core, rehydrating. Like I said earlier, I think I want to make some cauliflower gnocchi. It just feels right. Fire it up. Someone sent me on Instagram that there's a post about someone making it in the air fryer, but I don't feel like trying it in case it turns out bad because I'm too hungry. So another time. But I just spray my pan and add a little bit of oil, avocado oil in this instance. On the package, I'm pretty sure it suggests water first, but I do a little bit of oil first because I feel like they get too sticky if you just do water first. So I just put a little our gnocchi a la Trader Joe's. Hear that sizzle? Beautiful. I let it sizzle a couple minutes, then flip it over and then add a 1/4 cup of water and cover it. After solid core today, it was just rough. Like I really just don't like doing legs on their machines. I always end up going right after a leg day. And today it was like even more difficult. Still got a good workout. I honestly feel myself improving. I don't need to like rest nearly as much as when I first started solid core, and I haven't even been doing it as consistently as I'd like. I've probably gone to a total of like maybe 6 or 7 classes, not even 10 yet. I've definitely noticed a difference in my ability to like keep up, especially with the core stuff, because that's where I struggle. I have some ground turkey left over already. I'll have a serving of this with a serving of ground turkey and some marinara sauce. So I just flip them so you can see even just after a few minutes they're starting to brown. I add like 1/4 cup of water. We don't have like a good cover for this, so I just use this. And I cover them for about like 4 minutes or 5. And then we'll add a little more oil. And I turn them over again. Ooh, they got cooked. I'm also snacking on strawberries while I cook. It's impossible to cook food without eating food. Just saying. If I was a chef, rough. They're not sticking together and they're pretty well browned. So I just heated up my turkey in the mic. I'm gonna scoop about half of it into the bowl. And this is pretty hot, so I'm just gonna put my marinara sauce straight on it to cool it a bit. Kind of eyeball this. This is a garlic one from Trader Joe's. Bada boom. Perfect. It's my dinner. Good for post-workout too, because it's got that protein. Something I've actually been liking to do with my cauliflower gnocchi to add some greens is to spiralize some zoodles with it, to have it as like a base with zoodles, gnocchi, and turkey, but I don't have any right now, so I'm just eating it without.
1 hour later.
Making protein ice cream, and I'm about to eat another rice cake. They're just the caramel ones from Quaker. So we just got a little bit of ice. My favorite unsweetened vanilla coconut milk. I don't measure it, but I've been making it for a while, so I know what it looks like. Sweeten it with just a tiny bit of the Walden Farms pancake syrup. I know, it's calorie free. It's like chemicals, but I pretty much just use like a little bit for this. Not the greatest thing in the world, but at least I'm not doing crack. J-Rob in the house. Bada bing. Little xanthan gum. This is for the consistency. I also actually have a little bit of chocolate protein powder left over, so I'm gonna add a little bit of this to make it a bit chocolatey. And for everyone who asks, it's not like exactly the same thing as ice cream, and it's not exactly like a milkshake. It's like somewhere in between, and it's obviously not like actual dairy and sugar, so it doesn't taste quite the same, but I love it. And that is gonna round out my full day of eating, and it is 7:22 right now, so yeah, I usually try and stop eating before 8. So I'll show you what my lifesum looks like for the day, and yeah, that's what I eat in a day. Pretty typical. Okay, here's what we got on Lifesum. This is the app I use. So we did pretty well. Look at that. It gave me a smiley face. I finished with 1613 calories, which is good. I aim for around 1600. But it fluctuates because I like average it throughout the week. So if we look at the details, I almost hit my carbs perfectly. Protein is a bit low, and then fat was a little over, but barely. Like the percentages are still pretty much there. Sugar's a little high, but I think it was that salted caramel ice cream that I had. At the end of the day, with these numbers, I plug it into my averager that I got from Misfit and Nerdy. So protein's 114. I messed something up, but it's supposed to calculate the calories here, but it does take it into the average. So right now I'm averaging 1678 because I ate a little more yesterday, and the goal is 1651, so pretty close, but we got the rest of the week. So that is what I ate in a day. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog. It was, well, it wasn't really a vlog, it was like pretty much a what I eat in a day. Little bit of vlog in there. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Hope you got something out of it. Again, this is like a temporary thing for me. Fitness as a lifestyle, and trying not to pay too much attention to things like calories and macros usually, but just for the sake of a shortened time period fat loss goal, I am being more particular with it. So that's what you've seen today. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, because I'm making these vlogs multiple times a week. I'm about to go on some fun trips, and I'll see you guys in my next vlog very soon. Bye.